Good morning, fam. So I'm up, man. I've been up, but then I laid back down. So I started feeling like woozy or whatever, man. But it's time for me to get up and get up out here, man. It's just after 10 o'clock right now, man. So I really gotta go. So I need to get to getting. Anyway, guys, I'm probably not gonna record too much today, but I'm just focused on getting back home now. But it didn't snow too much yesterday, so it shouldn't be that bad of a drive getting back home. Oh, but anyway, guys, checking out with you. All right, fam. So I'm finally in the car. Like I woke up earlier, man. Like around 7 o'clock. I was up. Then I got in the shower and everything, and then I just started feeling weird, like lightheaded, like woozy type thing. So I laid back down, and then I hear a knock on the door, and I'm like, what the hell? And it's like housekeeping. I'm like, check out ain't until 12. But I'm glad that they knocked and then asked me like, when are you checking out? And I told them the time. But I'm glad that knock came, because man, like I'd probably still be laying there right now, or just now like waking up. It's 11:10 right now. I wanted to get on the road while it's still daylight outside, But yeah, like, and it snowed last night, so it didn't snow like bad or nothing like that, but it still snowed. And I was going to video walking to the garage. Y'all would have to the parking garage. Y'all would have saw the all the ice and stuff all on the sidewalks. Where there's no anyway. But I didn't record. I'm just like, man, I'm just gonna record a clip when I get in the car. But yeah, I need a damn coffee, man. I need something to wake my ass up, because like I just feel like I just want to lay back down. But but ain't none of that. It's time to get back to the OKC, back to reality. And then once I get home, I can sleep and all that stuff that I want to do. So I just not too long turned the camera off, but man, it was a hell of a trip. I got to see and hang out with some of my family, which I desperately needed. Like I think I saw like my family like in August, but when I was out there, but I didn't it's been a while since I hung out with the fam, just being around everybody and seeing everybody. My aunts and uncles are starting to look, like senior citizens. No disrespect, but everybody just getting older. Like when I went to my mom's house, like my aunties, like both of them, like my auntie Tia, like she just didn't seem like herself. Like, I don't know, it was weird, but her birthday was the other day, so I wish her happy birthday and stuff. But yeah, man, I'm glad that I was able to come. because I almost didn't. But yeah, that's just a wrap up of the trip. I went over to my brother's house for a couple hours last night. Man, if it wasn't for that, man, I would have just been in my hotel, sleep. I'll probably be feeling 10 times better than I am now. But it is what it is, man. So we just gonna focus on getting up this road safely. I'll check in here and there. Going when I stop and get gas and stuff like that. But this ain't gonna be like no exciting vlog today. In no means like road trip vlog. I'm just trying to get my butt back home. I wasn't even gonna record, but then I was just like, you gotta document, wrap up the trip and document your on your way back. So. All right, y'all. So I just stopped at Dunkin'. I got that on my camera, on my GoPro. I don't know if we used it or not, but I was driving on the highway, then I saw, and I'm like, okay, all right. Whew. It's cold in the some bitch out there, y'all. I got my heat cranking, man. 27 degrees. Like it didn't even feel this bad downtown. Like just walking and stuff like that. But I had my scarf and stuff on. Woo, like I was gonna double up my pants and stuff, and I was like, nah, cause I'm gonna be in the car, And I wish that I would have now. But just got filled up and everything, man, so I should be good for a while. At least till I get to like St. Louis or something, so I'll let you know. All right, fam. So I'm like watching this podcast, T-Mac and Vince Carter, Cousins podcast. I like, listening to, athletes, talk about like their, just the game in general and stuff and their story and behind the scenes type stuff. But, I like that podcast, but, I think this was the first one because I know I saw this before. But I'm glad I saw it again because, I missed a lot of it, or I didn't retain a lot of it because I'm watching it and I'm like, I saw this before, but just kept watching it because it was just parts. But they have this one segment where they're giving people flowers. And, T-Mac was talking about like one of the guys, in his hood, he's an OG, basically like an older guy that would always be at the park and just knocking down shots and stuff like that. And, Vince Carter, he was started talking about his mom and then, more about like his aunt. And he was like, man, like with her, like she's like a ride or die, just like, basically do anything, you know what I mean? Like, and it kind of reminded me of my mom, like, so guys, it's story time. Story time as we drive back to the OKC. All right, so coming up in my neighborhood, man, like, we didn't have much, but like my family, like we always had the softball, like, so we always had softballs, like basketballs, stuff like that, and we have our names wrote on them and stuff like that, so like, but, and bats and stuff like, but, so everybody would always come to our house to ask, can we come out? Because we always had like the softball and, all that stuff. But, when I was like in 4th or 5th grade, like just around that time, I started getting heavy into basketball. Like, so I used to, put up a milk crate in the backyard. I mean, not in the backyard, in the alley, on the telephone pole, right behind 6122. If any of my people watching, and every year I used to always have a crate and stuff like that. And then one year, I don't remember how old I was or what. I had to be like in 6th, 7th grade, like right around in that time, maybe like 8th grade, but right around in that time. I don't know who got me the rim, but somebody got me one of them orange basketball rims with the red, white, and blue net and all that. So I'm like, cool, so we got the rim and stuff, and I would put it up in the alley, but then at nighttime when I'm getting ready to go in the house, I'd take it down every night and then put it back up and we go back out the next day. So one day, one of my friends, and it's my friend, like, because growing up, this is how it was. One day you'll have somebody like they're your best friend, the next day y'all fighting. But then the next day y'all back friends. But that's how it was with like me and my guy DeAndre. And he one day he comes on the block. He got this black rim, white net, and I'm helping them put it together and stuff like that. And for some reason, like I put my net, I don't even think he had a net, because I put my net on the rim. It was black and whatever, like we in the street and, we hooking it up. Now, it's just the rim, like how people have like those basketball hoops where you can roll it out and it has the pole and stuff and you can adjust the height. Like we ain't had no stuff like that. So I had a big old piece of wood that was on the telephone pole, for the backboard. And then you'll put the rim like in the middle of it, but down and in the middle, just like a regular rim, backboard rim setup. So we in the street, we putting it together and stuff like that. And it was just a rim or whatever. So then I don't know where D, that's what we used to call him, D. I don't know like where he got it from or whatever. I was just helping him put it together and stuff. So then out of nowhere, these guys come pulling up in the car, like, hey, that's mine, So my boy D, he, like we done been through like tons of stuff, together. So, but he done went and took somebody's rim, and like these some well-known like gangsters, and it's crazy. Like every block you go on, like everybody know each other or whatever, but like every block you go on, it's like a different crew. You know what I'm saying? And so they roll up, and they like from not far, but few blocks over, a few blocks down type thing. So they roll up. That's mine. And then, I ain't got much to say. They just come and take their stuff. But my net is on that rim. And then my mom comes outside. Oh, no, that's my son's stuff. Why? That ain't, and then I'm trying to tell my mom, that it's just my net. Like, I don't know where he got that rim from, but it's just my net on there. And, like these guys is like tough guy gangsters, like, and she not backing down, and, they just like, I don't care who net, that's my rim, and they was taking everything. But she wasn't backing down, and eventually end up getting my net back and stuff, you know. But it was just crazy. Like, I'm just like, man, like, you don't know what could have happened. But she was not backing down to those dudes, and, you know, got my net back, you know, like, and it wasn't nothing after that. You know what I mean? Like, it was just crazy because, like, I'm just like, that's how, you know, like, I always knew my mom, you know, had me and stuff like that, had my back. But, like, that was, like, the one time where I just, like, saw, you know, she was ready to ride or die. It didn't matter, you know, for me. And that's like my, you know, like you talking about Flower, like, segment of their videos. So that's my story. Like, that's when I knew and just saw that my mom, you know, would do anything for us. This is the stuff that annoys me. Like, this dude just been camping in this lane. Now he want to finally move over. Like, come on, man. Woo! Coalfield. I'm on the other side. But they look exactly the same, right? They like building a new thing over here too. But it's identical to the one over there. But whoa, I gotta go to the bathroom. I still gotta stop and get gas, man. But this rest area was a blessing to see. Woo, man. So it's gonna be for food, gas. But Wagner, Illinois, it's 26 degrees out here, man. We're going all the way, this way. We're going like this. Then once we hit St. Louis, we off to the 44. And then, so we almost out of Illinois, but we got a few more miles, like 60, 80 miles, something like that, till we get to St. Louis. And right when you cross over the Mississippi, it's like Illinois, Missouri. And then we drive all the way through Missouri to hit Oklahoma, and then we'll have 3.5 hours to the house. So we got like another 8 hours or so. Whew. I'm just stretching my legs right now, guys. But rest area status, man. They be having all kind of information and stuff. I think I was in this one, like when we went to Chicago last time. So I remember this. This is Mother Jones. It took.
$3 in, and it's still expecting more money for some coming up, so I'm walking away from my money. Aww.
Coal mining.
Yeah.
Coal mining. I guess that's the name Coalsfield comes from, but I know I ain't gonna do it. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say, man, I'll just pause. Y'all can pause that and read it. But yeah, beneath the ground in this area, active mine shafts serve to support Illinois' important coal industry. Coal beds as much as 15 feet thick underlie about 2/3 of Illinois. with the largest amount of coal reserves of any state in the nation. Illinois is continuing to pursue new uses and approved conditions of retrieving it. About 20 miles to the south of at Mount Olive, a strike by coal miners began in 1897, which produced the 8-hour workday and solidified the newly formed United Mine Workers. Yeah, so the name Coalfield, but let's get out of here. Woo! It's windy than a sumbitch out here. Forgot to open the pump. I don't got my do-rag on, my hat, nothing. Oh. Whew. It's cold in the mug out here, man. Jeez. I'm loving my action cams though, man. Like that's all I've been using really to vlog. You know, like the second part of it yesterday. But you can't beat my big camera when it comes to B-roll. Cause I can zoom in easy, zoom out easy, like no flickering and auto focusing, you know, and it looks cinematic. Just because of the way that, you know, that camera shoots. $22, that's the most I paid for gas the whole trip. But I only had like a quarter tank of gas left in the car because I wanted to come to this exit. We came here before, but I know now, man, like what a Dunkin' is and everything once we get into Illinois. So this gonna be a usual stop on one of those trips. But boy, it's cold in a mug out there. All right, y'all, so I'm stopping at Buc-ee's, man. Go to the bathroom, fill up. This will be my last stop before I get to the OKC, man. So let's get. Sheesh. Yeah, okay. They got brisket everything. They got brisket burritos, brisket, but for $9, I'm good. Cheesesteak burrito, $9. Yeah, okay. I guess this is like jerky. Gosh. Where's the black one? Ain't got no alkaline water? I do not need all this sugar, man. I'm sorry. They got everything in here. $4.48? Sheesh. Look like you looking for something to do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need a bag or nothing. I'm good.
Okay, 554.
Yeah.
I got an Action 2. That's the 4.
Yeah.
Nice. I got on my motorcycle helmet.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
These are the best action cams, man. I got a GoPro 2 that I've been using for a long time, and I like this way better. You know, like the mics work and everything.
Yeah, that's what I thought was cool about it is that the mics, they automatically connect
Yeah.
wirelessly. I got a little GoPro, the Hero, which is super tiny. And super
Yeah, the new one, yeah.
So I use that for like all the stuff I need it for.
Yeah.
For like actually good footage.
Yeah.
I need to get me the microphone though. I'm missing that right now.
Yeah. They Best Buy, they got the minis, that's what this is, for $78.
That's
You
what
can't beat it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't beat it.
One in my helmet.
Yeah. Have a good one, man.
You too.
Well, it is cold out here, Buc-ee's. Man, I had to put my do-rag back on. It's getting cold out here. I mean, it's been cold out here. Keep forgetting about my hoodie. But Buc-ee's is expensive, man. They ain't expensive as Wally's, but they are expensive. You know, I'm gonna try out those banana chips. See if I like them. They sweetened too, so I hope they're not too sweet. You know, that was like the healthiest choice that I can get. You know, for the price. Woo, it's cold. But I'm like almost 4 hours away from Oklahoma, from home. So I should get home probably around like 10:30. I've been driving faster than I did when I came out here, you know, so, but you know, I done ran into some not so great drivers too. Like people switching lanes, like when it's a line of cars and they trying to go around everybody when they ain't nowhere to go around. It's like another $16 down the drain, man. Let's get it, let's go. Thank you. Man, so I just got stopped by a guy in the G station. And you know, he was like, oh yeah, I see you creating content. I'm like, yeah, you know, so he just gave me a follow or whatever. So that's what's up. You know, shout out to you if you're watching the video, man. I think I passed him, you know, he's driving like normal. Blue Mustang, I passed up. But, you know, there's a lot of people out here like I was explaining before, you know, trying to go around cars that it's really not worth it. You know, like I'm trying to lay back and stay out of the crowds, and this dude just comes up out of nowhere. But got gas, went to the washroom. You know, I got my alkaline water. I've been drinking a lot of coffee and pop on these trips. I ran out of water. I had 2 waters. I ran out of water. Well, I drank my last water in the hotel last night. Wish that I had more because I needed it last night, man. But I'm gonna try these banana chips, kind of like I was saying. You know, it's better than Doritos. But let's get it. I should be home around 10:30, guys. So that's what's up. All right, fam. Man, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just got done editing my video from yesterday, but I still got today's video, the one that I'm recording now, to edit tomorrow or in the morning, sometime tomorrow. But man, whoo, whoo. It was a long, long, long day, and mainly just that drive, but it took me a few hours. Ooh, sorry, guys. It took me a few hours to edit that video. So I hope y'all like it, man. My Chicago point of view. That's what I called it, you know. It's kind of like a mini movie, kind of, but, not really a movie. I don't think you can watch it like a movie. But, I tried to be as creative as I could with all that footage that I had, you know. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But man, I'm delirious right now. I'm so tired. I'm just about to get ready to go to bed. And I hope y'all like the video. Thanks for watching. It was a hell of a couple of days just driving to Chicago then coming back. But I got back here at like 10:30. Talked to Ray for a little bit. Then I came in here and started editing. And here's where I've been sitting since I got home, y'all. So, just like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll let y'all in the next one, man.